Hello everyone, K5CLC here today to talk about the very well-known Baofeng UV5R, the Chinese-made dual-band handy-talkie for the amateur radio band. A lot of hams consider this little radio to be a toy, but in my opinion it's a rugged, essential part of any ham radio emergency kit. This little HT is well known predominantly because of its price compared to the big names like Kenwood, Yaesu, and ICOM. But I want to shatter the idea that it's a toy with some extreme experiments I did recently on my year-old Baofeng, which I think paints a much different picture of its worthiness. I sat down and I came up with this list. I was going to let my kid play with it all day just like a toy. I'm going to run over it with my truck. I'm going to blast it with a water hose. I'm going to put it in the freezer. I'm going to put it on a hot tin roof to thaw in the Texas sun, and if that doesn't kill it, I'm going to set it on fire. Let's see how that went.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The first test was easy. I let my son play with it, bite the antenna, throw it around, and try and pull the knobs off. In the second test, I ran over it with my truck. Not once, not twice, not even 3 times, but 4 times. During this experiment, the battery pack cracked open on the bottom, and exposing the batteries. Then on to the water test. I gave it a quick bath. Not once, not twice, not even 3 times, but 4 times sprayed with the water hose. Afterward, the speaker was waterlogged, and so it didn't create a lot of sound, but it was still functional and still transmitting. While it was still wet, I decided I'm going to put it in the freezer. So I left it there in the freezer for 2 hours. Afterward, after the 2 hours, the display decided not to work. But it was fully functional and still transmitting. Since it was pretty frozen, I decided to put it on a hot tin roof to thaw. And after a couple of hours of that, it came back to life just fine.
Channel mode.
After the Baofeng survived every other test, there was only one thing left to do. Yes, douse it with gasoline and set it on fire. I've sped up this video to twice its speed because I let the radio burn for a full 2 minutes. I did not want to even cut or splice this video because it was more dramatic for you, the viewer, to see that this radio literally burned to the ground in this experiment. What you can't see here is that it's actually leaving plastic residue on my driveway. It's literally melting onto the concrete. After I felt that the radio had had enough punishment, I went and got a bottled water out of my truck and, to add insult to injury, doused it with more water to put the fire out. But I could not believe what was about to happen next.
Channel mode.
Holy expletive deleted. Say what you like about the Baofeng UV5R, but it's definitely not a toy. It's a fully functional dual-bander HT for the ham radio band, and it is rock solid. Thank you for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe so I can make more of these crazy videos.